Hey, what's good, everyone? Local Iceman here. You hear that noise in the background. If you've been around our rink long enough, you know what that is. That's the emergency generator running, and we've lost power. We lost power yesterday around 11:30, 12. Caught more closer to 11:30. So my cut was at 12, and I came back here, start filling the Zamboni, and power went out. And we're looking at right now, it's about 6:35. It's Tuesday morning, so yesterday was Monday. And first of all, I'm kind of surprised here, pleasantly surprised. But the only thing is that the ice is holding up pretty good here. It's solid. I mean, it's 30 degrees outside. I'll get official temperature up here for you guys, but yeah, cold morning, cold last couple days. So this last time this happened, I think middle of March. We lost power for a few hours. We got some water on the surface pretty quick, so within a couple hours. So what we see right here is the emergency lights. There is an emergency generator that doesn't control the refrigeration system. It only controls the lights. I think I've talked about this in a different video. I know I have. But anyway, so those lights up there and the lights in the hallways, locker rooms, offices, as well as restrooms, except the party room. And for some reason, the Zamboni room, I'll explain things later. It's the soccer side is set up pretty good. So I'm seeming to think the generator was installed a little bit after the fact. Like I knew it was on site because I'm pretty sure that's what powered the buildings. So they had a generator here when they first started building things before they got power installed. But anyway, so there's the Zamboni room back here is not powered, but like that room over there is, as well as the room that would have been the Zamboni room if they would have finished the other side. That's powered and outlets. So it's a few outlets that work, a few outlets in the office that work. So still don't know what's going on with the power outside. We're scratching our heads with the city guy, electrician out there. He's beyond me, like, because they have lost power at Civic Field, the football field, and Joe Martin. There's a big power bank outside. I'll try to put a picture up there. There's a green transformer, as well as a big row of contactors, the main. Then it goes like, I think, like Joe Martin, the baseball field, us, Civic, and I think there was 4. I know that. Anyway, the swim pool is still good because they're on, I guess, a different grid, so to say. But it's not just us; it's the football field and the baseball field next door. Don't have any power, so and it kind of you see where Puget Sound Energy is the local energy company. It comes into one spot just out here. It comes in, and there's like a little cutoff contactors that it's connected. But then from this point over is the city, because we buy power from the city because we're in the kind of the city complex here, even though we're run separately. So it's kind of like it was like I saw a PSA guy here first, and he's like, "Oh, it's city, you know." And I go say, "There's some things up there that are kind of like blowing." And he's like, "Oh, it's the last time the PSA guy, when a squirrel got fried, he kind of reset one to 3 legs. I'm gonna show a picture up there. There's 3 legs that popped, and he was kind of a dick, I'll say it. He kind of drove away even before the city guys came out. And I got the horn and yelled at the company, said, "You better get the guy back out here," because city guys rolled up. They were kind of like, "Oh, I want to ask him some questions and shit." And eventually he did come back out, and he was somewhat helpful. Not as helpful as the last guy. I guess the last guy was being nice, probably. Maybe didn't have to do what he did, but I don't know. Nevertheless, we still don't have any power. Ice is holding up pretty good, but still not good deal because we had to cancel some practices last night, as well as a couple adult games. Youth practices were canceled, adult games were canceled, as well as soccer. You see, like, it's pretty well lit up, as you see. I mean, it was dark for like 3-4 seconds. I tell you what, man, I was back in that compressor room because kind of, a long story, when I came back there, the compressor room doors open. I mean, and coincidence you call it, I don't know, but the owner was sitting in the compressor room, the old owner, the guy who built the place. He was sitting in there, and, "Hey Jim, hey, what's going on, Tom?" And well, things look a little different here, like little upgrades, and just start talking about it, and boom, just like power went out. And I'm like, fuck, let's just wait for the generator to kick in, and here we're at. So it stays lit pretty well, like I said. Soccer side, pretty much about the same. Stays pretty lit. Got a few lights turned on over the arenas, because when the power goes back on, I want to know when the power goes back on, we'll get light back in there. But I want a few lights on, a few breakers, but I don't want all of them on. I don't want a big power surge frying everything. So I've everything turned off. I need to go actually make a mental note and go around to some other things to turn off to make sure when that power surge comes, it doesn't fry everything. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you out too much more of this. Let me know if you guys power goes out. You know, we had a power outage a couple months ago, but it was only out for like 7 minutes. You know, the guy was here, Ray. I'll throw, you know, a new driver. Did really good. I love the guy's passion and his energy. But his power goes out. I was at home. I just got home. Power goes out. Tell him, you know, turn everything off. You know, tell him what to do. And then I said, give me a call when power goes back on. And he gave me a call. And I kind of trusted him. I believed in him, and he didn't let me down. I got the little instruction sheet. Said, hey, the instruction sheet's right there. Let's walk through this. I could go down there, but this is pretty simple, straightforward. Just turn everything back on. But do it in this order and make sure that things are going on when they should. Have them expect things. Make sure the condenser's running, the water pump, the heat recovery pump, that's got to be going. The brine pump's going. Everything checks out. You turn that number 1 compressor on, and it's gonna, you know, when it kicks on, and stays on for a while. You don't want to kick all the compressors on at once. So that's something, you know, it's concerning. One other thing too, but since this has been off for a while, we're gonna call it refrigeration system guy, but we're gonna have to let the crankcase heaters warm up. We can't just kick these things on right away. You know, it's been sitting here in the cold for, you know, it's gonna be probably going on 24 hours. That you can't just kick them on right away. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to let those crankcase heaters warm up, you know, good hour or so. I'll ask them about that. Oh, my big finger right there. Arm's getting tired here. I gotta end this video here soon, but yeah, give them a call. Make sure those crankcase heaters warm up and the refrigeration system, everything turns on like it should. Hopefully nothing got fried when it popped, because there was a loud, you know, it was, you know, I've never really been in the compressor room when we lost power, but it was kind of loud, you know. So, and the guy outside, the city guy, said he heard something. He heard something go. So, I mean, I hope it wasn't us that caused the problem. And it's a little suspicious having the previous owner sitting back there. It was actually nice to see him. So, all right, I know, hey, again, I throw some comments down there if this stuff happens to you, if power goes out onto you, if it happens routinely, and how do you guys deal with it, and if your ice, you know, luckily it's warm, or excuse me, luckily it's cold out today. You know, this happened in the summer a few times, and you know, the ice was sweating, and we were sweating too. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. As always, hope you learned something. Like the local ice man says, stay cool.